Okay, let's talk about AI. You've seen it, right? One minute it's writing this incredible poetry, the next it's making a picture of a cat with like 6 legs. It's exciting, it can be a little terrifying, and if we're being honest, it's just plain confusing. So let's dive in. You know that feeling? It seems like everyone is talking about artificial intelligence, but nobody's really stopping to just explain what it is. Well, if that sounds familiar, you're in the right place. We're going to strip away all the sci-fi hype, all the confusing jargon, and here's my promise to you. By the end of this, you will have the core knowledge you need to be the smartest person at the dinner table when this topic comes up for real. All right, concept number 1, and this is maybe the most important one to get. It's all about understanding the massive difference between the AI we actually have today and the AI you see in the movies. It really comes down to this: ANI versus AGI. Right now, and this is key, every single piece of AI on the planet is ANI. That's artificial narrow intelligence. Some people call it weak AI, but honestly, a much better way to think of it is specialist AI. It's incredibly good at one specific thing and totally useless at everything else. A GI, on the other hand, that's the holy grail. Artificial general intelligence. That's a machine that can learn and think like a human. And just to be crystal clear, we are not there yet. These narrow AIs, these specialists, they are absolutely everywhere. Think about an AI built to play chess. It can beat the world's best grandmaster, no problem. But if you ask that exact same program to recommend a good pizza place, it couldn't do it. It has no concept of pizza or restaurants or taste. It's a one-trick pony, a brilliant one. But still, your smart speaker, your spam filter, even ChatGPT, they're all amazing, but highly specialized, narrow tools. So the crucial point here, the big takeaway for concept 1 is this: everything we call AI today is a brilliant specialist. It is not a brilliant generalist like you see in the movies. Getting that one distinction in your head will help you cut through about 90% of the hype out there. Okay, so if today's AI is just a bunch of specialists, that leads to the next big question, right? How are they built? What's the engine that's actually powering this whole revolution? Let's pop the hood and take a look. You've got to understand there's an old way and a new way. The old way of programming was all about writing rigid rules. If you wanted a computer to recognize a cat, a programmer had to literally write out instructions like, if it has pointy ears and whiskers and fur, then it is a cat. But you can't possibly write enough rules to cover every cat in every situation. It's impossible. The new way is totally different. Instead of programming rules, we program the computer on how to learn for itself. And this is how it works. We don't tell the system what a cat looks like. We just give it a mountain of data, say 10,000 photos labeled cat and 10,000 photos labeled not a cat, and we basically just tell the system, you go figure it out. During that training process, it analyzes all that input and builds its own complex mathematical patterns for what makes a cat, and it often picks up on things we humans would totally miss. This process, this whole idea of learning from examples, has a name: machine learning, and it is the absolute engine of modern AI. So the key takeaway for concept 2 is that we've made this huge shift from programming computers to training them, which leads us perfectly into our third and final concept. If machine learning is all about training an AI, then what are the ingredients for that training? And what's the final thing that comes out the other end? The ingredient, the fuel, is called training data. The easiest way to think about it is like school. If the AI is the student, the training data is the entire library of textbooks it gets to study. For a language AI like ChatGPT, its textbooks are basically a huge chunk of the entire internet. For an image generator, it's billions of images and their captions. And this is why the quality of that data is so incredibly critical. Think about it. If the textbooks you give a student are incomplete, their knowledge is going to be incomplete too. If you train an AI on 1,000,000 pictures of dogs, but 90% of them are golden retrievers, you're going to end up with a world-class golden retriever expert. But it might really struggle with a breed it's never seen before. The output is only as good as the input. So once all that training is done, you get the final product. And this is called the model. The model is basically the graduated student. It's the finished trained system that you and I actually interact with. It's not studying the textbooks anymore. It's just using everything it learned from them to answer your questions and do its job. And that's really it. Those are the 3 big ideas. So let's do a super quick recap and put this all together. Let's demystify AI. Here's your AI toolkit. 1. All the AI we have today is narrow intelligence. They're brilliant specialists, not generalists. 2. These tools are built using machine learning. They are trained on examples to find patterns. They're not programmed with rules. 3. That training process requires a massive amount of fuel called data to produce the final product, which we call the model. So the next time you hear about some new AI breakthrough, you can filter it through this framework. You'll see it's not magic. It's a really powerful process for sure, but it's a process built on these core, understandable fundamentals. And that leaves us with the big question. Now that you have this foundational knowledge of how this powerful technology actually works, what do you think we should be doing with it next?